The whispers started subtly. A missing person in Iowa. A strange crop failure in Ohio. Then, the storms hit, each one more ferocious than the last, always following in the wake of the rallies. Sarah, a young journalist hungry for her first big story, noticed the pattern. It couldn't be a coincidence. It was a curse, she suspected. She started her investigation, driven by a need to expose the truth and stop whatever dark force was at play. The first stop was Pennsylvania. The rally buzzed with feverish excitement, but Sarah felt a chill, a sense of wrongness that settled deep in her bones. After Sarah followed the motorcade to an old farm outside town, a place where another person had disappeared. The air grew heavy with an unnatural stillness. As she approached the abandoned barn, it radiated darkness and dread. Inside, carved into the floor, was an ancient symbol, a spiral of thorns pulsing with malevolent energy. She recognized it from old texts, a sigil used to summon ancient, destructive forces. This was no coincidence. Each rally was a ritual. Each disappearance, a sacrifice to fuel something ancient and terrible. Sarah knew she had to warn people to stop the next ritual. But who would believe her? She published her findings online, hoping the truth would spread like wildfire before the next rally in Ohio. The internet exploded with ridicule and disbelief. But a few brave souls reached out, whispering of similar experiences. Armed with newfound support, Sarah raced to Ohio, determined to disrupt the ritual and save the town. The rally was bigger than the others, the crowd more fervent, the atmosphere thick with palpable dread. She found the location of the next sacrifice, an old church on the outskirts of town. Inside, robed figures chanted around the same thorny spiral, a young woman bound to an altar. Sarah charged forward, disrupting the ritual, the chanting faltering as she confronted the cult leader. The cult leader, a charismatic figure with eyes that burned with fanaticism, laughed. The ritual was nearly complete. Sarah fought with ferocity, fueled by righteous anger and the desperate need to save the innocent woman. She managed to free the woman just as the church began to shake. The ancient power resisting disruption. Together, they fled the collapsing church as the thorny spiral shattered, its power broken. The news spread like wildfire this time, but not of ridicule. Of hope, of victory against the darkness. The disappearances stopped, the crops flourished, the storms subsided, the curse was lifted. Sarah continued work, exposing the darkness wherever it lurked, a beacon of truth in a world shrouded in shadows. But she knew, deep down, that the ancient forces were merely dormant, waiting for the opportune moment to rise again.